Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, May 21st. You'll be interested to know. 99 years ago, today, in 1927, Charles Lindbergh flew solo nonstop across the Atlantic in his single-engine Spirit of St. Louis, landing in Paris after an unprecedented transoceanic flight. His daring achievement demonstrated the potential of aviation for long-distance travel and inspired public confidence in commercial flight and technological progress. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. The first day at Ocean Beach. This morning, it's looking choppy with waves around 4 to 6 plus feet. Conditions improve slightly to fair as the morning goes on, but expect them to remain choppy by afternoon, with winds increasing to onshore at 9 miles per hour. Waves will drop to 3 to 5 feet later in the day. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with the 1 foot outgoing low tide, when the west-northwest swell is 6 feet at 11 seconds, and the onshore wind is 6 miles per hour. The first low tide on Thursday will be -1 foot at 10 a.m., followed by a 5-foot high tide just after 5:30. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 57 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions persist Friday with waves reaching 3 to 5 feet and southwest winds around 9 to 16 miles per hour. Saturday continues the trend with choppy surf at 3 to 4 plus feet as winds shift slightly to the south-southwest. By Sunday, conditions improve slightly with fair surf at 2 to 3 plus feet, offering the best opportunity of the weekend. This morning, it's partly sunny and it feels like 55 degrees with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:18 and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:54. It looks like we're in for a mostly sunny day, with temperatures peaking near 59, then dropping to around 56 in the afternoon, accompanied by a light southwest breeze, around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 63. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies, with a low of 50 and a light southwest breeze, around 8 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. This morning, it's partly sunny, and it feels like 55 degrees, with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:18, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:54. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the California Michelin Guide recently unveiled a new list, adding 7 Bay Area restaurants to its collection. Among the honorees, 4 San Francisco establishments received recognition, including the Turkish wine bar Kitchen Istanbul, the Mexican restaurant Maria Isabel, soul food spot Minibel's Soul Movement, and Tuscan fine dining venue Via Aurelia. In Oakland, Judugu and Popoca also made the cut, while Vicinity, a new restaurant in Los Gatos, gained attention. These additions are labeled as recommended and new, with hopes of future Bib Gourmand or starred recognition in the annual ceremony set for San Diego on June 24th. Now on to sports. LeBron James is reportedly unlikely to accept a minimum salary, which affects some suitors more than others. Even at 41 years old, James will command a significant salary, potentially eliminating several teams from contention. The idea of LeBron James playing for a minimum salary seemed like a fantasy for most of his career. While he is worth much more, his age and desire to contend for a championship complicate matters. Teams capable of competing typically do not have the funds available to pay him appropriately. James is the highest-paid player in National Basketball Association history and has earned substantial amounts off the court. Though anything he earns now is pocket change by his standards, interested parties should not expect a discount. Insider Jake Fisher stated that James taking a minimum salary does not sound like that is actually in the cards at all. James has not taken a substantial pay cut since leaving the Miami Heat in 2014. For some suitors, this news is mildly disappointing, while for others, it removes them from serious contention for James's services. The New York Knicks and Denver Nuggets likely cannot afford him, as both teams are near their salary limits. The Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers have challenging paths to securing him, exploring sign-and-trade options to create salary space. If money is a significant factor, the Los Angeles Clippers have a potential path to $28 million in cap space in James' current market. The Los Angeles Lakers hold the advantage, with full bird rights allowing them to pay James up to the maximum amount. How they'll allocate their potential $48 million in cap space remains uncertain, but it will dictate their ability to retain him. In a perfect world, the Lakers would have liked to keep James at a discount, but it seems they will need to invest real financial resources to do so. In local sports, the Giants are licking their wounds after dropping 3 straight to Arizona. They fell 3-6 yesterday at Chase Field, with Tyler Mahle taking the loss. Casey Schmidt went deep for a solo shot, but it wasn't enough. San Francisco sits at 20-30, 6 games back in the division. They get a day off Thursday before heading home to face the White Sox Friday night at 7:15. Trevor McDonald takes the mound against Davis Martin. Oracle Park's pitcher-friendly dimensions should help the home team snap this 3-game losing streak and reset at the plate. Looking ahead, the Giants own the 4th overall pick in this summer's draft. They're being linked to Jacob Lombard, a shortstop from Gulliver Prep, with serious offensive upside and legitimate defensive chops. It signals a potential shift toward prep prospects after leaning heavily on college players. Meanwhile, the Warriors are reshaping their coaching staff this offseason. Terry Stotts and Jerry Stackhouse are departing the franchise. Stotts, Steve Kerr's lead assistant and offensive coordinator, informed Kerr late in the regular season he wouldn't return. With both top assistants gone, Golden State will rebuild their coaching staff around Kerr heading into the draft and free agency. Down in San Jose, the PWHL announced an expansion franchise, the Hammerheads, will begin play next season at SAP Center alongside the Sharks. They already logged over 1,000 season ticket deposits since the website launched Tuesday. In top news, Elon Musk-led SpaceX has filed publicly for a stock listing amid its ambitions in artificial intelligence. The company is seeking a valuation of $1 trillion. On Wednesday, SpaceX filed for an initial public offering, paving the way for one of the most highly anticipated listings of the year. This move would subject the privately held company to new scrutiny from public investors and regulators. Founded in 2002, SpaceX builds and operates spacecraft, including thousands of satellites for its Starlink internet service. Musk confirmed SpaceX's IPO plans for 2026 and its pursuit of a $1 trillion valuation on his social platform X. In business news, Vox's sale marks the end of an era for a once booming form of digital media. Here's how it all came undone. Companies like BuzzFeed, Vice, and Vox were once valued at billions of dollars, but shifting audiences and declines in advertising have sent their values plummeting. For digital media companies that relied on social media buzz and venture capital hype, the rise was rapid, and the fall just as swift. 10 years ago, companies like Vox Media, BuzzFeed, and Vice attracted major investment with valuations topping $1 billion, placing them in a rarefied space in an industry where fortunes were largely declining. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 1% to $78,000. Ethereum is up 1% to just over $2,000. And XRP is up 1% to $1.38. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Anthropic has announced that it is set to achieve its first profitable quarter, with plans to more than double revenue to around $10.9 billion in its second quarter. The company is expected to deliver an operating profit for the first time, according to the Wall Street Journal. This significant milestone puts it in a favorable position against its chief competitor, OpenAI. However, profitability may not be sustained throughout the year due to substantial compute costs. The startup has gained popularity, particularly with its chatbot, Claude, and is diversifying its customer base. This announcement coincides with news of OpenAI's potential initial public offering. And in entertainment news, Jeff Probst accidentally revealed the winner and loser of the Survivor 50 fire-making competition, which determines who makes it to the final three before the segment aired. During Wednesday night's finale, Aubrey Bracco won the final immunity challenge and chose to send Riza Vlahovic and Jonathan Young to the fire-making competition. After CBS aired footage of her decision, the episode mistakenly cut to Jeff Probst on stage in front of a live studio audience in Los Angeles. Probst announced that Vlahovic was the last member of the season 50 jury, noticing the confused reactions from the audience. Siri Fields, a fan-favorite contestant, awkwardly reminded him that fire-making had not been shown before the commercial break. Probst humorously addressed the mishap, saying, "I love live television." Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American aviator and author, Anne Morrow Lindbergh. And she said, "To fly as fast as thought, to anywhere that is not a dream, but a possibility. For aviation has shown us that the sky is not the limit." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.